yoga class. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jenny, and this is a Power 1 and 2 class. So it's going to be a little more fast-paced. It's going to be geared to someone who maybe has a little bit more of an established yoga practice. It's a little more fast-paced, that sort of stuff. So just to give you a little breakdown of what we're going to be getting into. So I've got two different flows that we're going to learn. I'll go through the first one slowly, and then we'll go through it again 2 more times at a faster pace. Then I'll introduce the second flow. We'll work through that one at a slow pace, and then 2 more times at a faster pace. Then we'll combine the two, and then given the time that we have left over, we'll work through that full flow up to 3 times. Since it is, we just had the fall equinox, it's a great time to step forward into this transitional season, but a great way to do that, and the best, most grounded way to do that, is with balance. So we're going to kind of balance out the energy. So even though this is going to be an active, fluid, moving class, we'll take some time for some intentional resting and grounding so that we can kind of balance out those energies, not get too overheated and not get too, slowed down. So a block can come in handy for some of the poses that we're doing, just to bring the ground closer, or if you like to sit on it like me. So if you want to grab a block or something similar to that, and then we will get started in a child's pose position. So whenever you're ready, coming down to the knees, letting the hips sink back towards the heels, extending the arms overhead, lowering the head and chest down. It's okay if the head doesn't touch. If you want it to, if you want to release through the neck, you can bring in a block or a cushion or something to release the head down. And just start to feel into this opening pose. Start to breathe, connecting to the breath, releasing any expectations of yourself, any expectations of me, any expectations of this practice. And just allow yourself to be a part of the process, to go with the flow. In your child's pose, as you start to connect to the breath, bring a little depth into your breath. Breathing into the belly, you could feel the rise and the fall of the belly on the thighs. So really start to connect there. And then if it would feel good, maybe start to bring in a little movement, maybe a little rocking side to side. You could tent the hands coming up onto the fingertips and, maybe a little rocking, maybe working through a little gentle cat-cow. Maybe walking the hands to each side, getting a side stretch. Just kind of starting to find a little intentional movement in this child's pose as you connect to the breath. And know that as we start to work through our practice, everything that I give is simply suggestions, simply offerings. And give yourself permission to, utilize what you have in your toolbox to really maximize your practice. It's impossible for me to see you, to know what it feels like in your body. So give yourself permission to push yourself further or to take rests when you need. You can create options of your own. You can explore any ones that I give. Just know that you have full autonomy for you to do whatever feels right for you in your practice. All right, from our child's pose, we'll inhale to come up through tabletop and continue with just some freestyle movements. So maybe circling through the hips, maybe some cat-cow, just waking up the joints, starting to move some energy around. Awesome work. And after a few rounds of little freestyle movement, we're going to start to build some heat in the body and strengthen the core. So we're going to take the knees out wide, big toes to touch, spread out through the hands. All right, we're going to send it back to a wide leg child's pose, but we're not going to stay here long. We're going to inhale to come up through our tabletop. Exhale, hips come forward, bend the elbows, lower down into a child's pose push-up. Inhale, press back up, and exhale, send it back. And this is where we'll repeat a few rounds. Inhale, coming up and forward. Exhale, lowering, working through that. Elbows are drawing against the body as we work through a few more rounds of push-ups. Fantastic work. Stay in tune with the wrists. You can walk the hands forward or further out. You can change the angle. Awesome work. Let's do one more. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, hips lower, elbows bend. Inhale, press back up. We're in our tabletop. Knees come back underneath the hips. Spread out through the hands, prop the toes. Lengthen through the spine, find engagement, draw the belly in. We're engaging in the core, lengthening through the spine. With that length in the spine, slowly start to hover the knees. Root back through the feet, core is engaged, spine is neutral but active. Awesome work. Then from here, we're going to continue to lift the hips towards a downward dog. Take a few rounds of breath to pedal through your down dog. To connect to the breath, you could shake the head yes or no. Fantastic work. All right, now we'll start to get into our first little flow. So again, we'll do this one slow and then a few rounds faster. So when you feel ready, root down towards the left heel. Inhale, raise the right leg forward, up and back. Stay active in the toes. Doesn't matter how high the leg is coming, just stay nice and active. Press through the hands, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, lengthen out through that heel. Exhale, as you come forward to plank, bring the knee towards the nose. Awesome work. Toes are flexed, heel kicking in towards the glute. We'll bring the knee over towards the right elbow. Using the obliques, bring the knee over towards the left. And back. So a little tick-tock action with the leg. Shin is as parallel to the ground as you can get it, really working that core. Pressing the ground away. You can lower that left knee down if you'd like. Awesome work. One more round. Inhale, re-extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, heel towards glute. Without changing anything in the body, lift the knee, stack the hips, find scorpion. A few rounds of breath here, maybe rolling out through the ankle. Check in with the shoulders. Notice if you've dipped into that left shoulder, square it up. Connect to the breath. Inhale, re-extend through the legs, square through the hips. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Take your time to get there. We're in a low lunge. Pressing down into all four corners of the front foot, rooting through that back heel. Lengthen through the spine, find that engagement and length. And then inhale, start to hover the chest, extend the arms, biceps by the ears. So we've got this full diagonal line, as I fall over, from the heel, up through the leg, through the spine, out through the head, reaching out through the fingertips. We're hovering the chest, core is engaged, spine is lengthening. Beautiful work. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, just swim the arms back. Flying V with the arms. Chest is hovering, shoulders draw together. Maybe a little more activation through that spine. Press down to the feet. Inhale, raise up, high crescent lunge, bringing the chest up, coming into a little back bend, reaching arms up towards the sky. Hips are squared, right hip drawing back, left hip shifting forward. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to a twisted lunge. So left hand comes down to the ground. Right hand comes to the right knee or up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale into your twist. Beautiful work. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last round. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, release the right hand down. Pull the right foot back through plank pose. Now we'll work through a chaturanga, meeting in downward dog. One nice way to modify or to just other options, little gentle option. On the exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, raise up to cobra. Exhale, press back to hands and knees. And then downward dog. So of course, if you have a regular practice, a little vinyasa flow, the chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. So that belly to cobra to tabletop to downward dog is just a nice way to kind of be gentle. I do that sometimes when my back is a little not too happy. So just more options for you to explore. All right, finding the breath in downward dog, we'll just take that to the other side. As you feel ready, rooting down towards the right heel, inhale, extend that left leg forward, up and back. Toes are active, arms extending, spine is lengthening. Awesome work. Inhale, extend out through the heel. Exhale, knee towards nose, heel towards glute. Find that activation in the core. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Tick-tock it over towards the right. And we'll take this a few rounds. Now we're not swinging the leg around, we're not swinging through the hips. Okay, so we're just moving that shin side to side, working the obliques, engaging in the core, working the hip flexor. Knee is drawing in. Awesome work. This is a challenge. Last one. Inhale, re-extend through that left leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Without changing anything in the body, lift, or in the upper body, lift the knee, stack the hips. Check in with that right shoulder. Notice if you've dipped in, square through that shoulder. Fantastic work. Inhale, re-extend, squaring through the hips. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Take your time to settle into your base. Find this opening in the hips. Press into the front foot. Lengthen through that back heel. Engage in the core. Lengthen in the spine. Inhale, hover the chest. Extend through the arms. Awesome work. We've got that core engaged. We've got that lengthening angle from the heel out to the fingertips. Find the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach the arms back. Fly the arms open through the chest. Beautiful work. That chest is still hovering. Reaching out through the hands. Maybe this round the hands interlace. Perhaps you can find that bind. Fantastic work. Inhale, release the hands. Reach up towards the sky as you come into high crescent lunge. A little back bend here. Ooh, losing my balance. Nice work. Squaring through the hips. Active in the legs. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to our twisted lunge. Right hand finds the ground. Left hand comes to the knee or reaches up. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale into your twist. You can lower that back knee down if that feels better. You could bring the right hand to a block. Nice. Exhale, 1 more round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, untwist. Plant the hand, draw the foot back. From your plank pose, again, we'll meet in downward dog. So work your way through a vinyasa, chaturanga upward dog, a belly to cobra to upward dog. Take a rest, do whatever you need to do. We'll meet in our downward dog. Whew, it is way more challenging teaching a power flow class while trying to demonstrate and teach. All right, so we'll take that same flow twice at a faster pace. So from downward dog, here we go. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, re-extend, square through the hips. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, hover the chest, extend through the arms. Exhale, release the arms back, open up through the chest. Inhale, raise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, untwist, plant the hand, draw back through plank. Work your way through a chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, downward dog. Switch it out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee towards nose. Forward through plank. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion, stack the hips. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, hover the chest, extend through the arms, reach up. Exhale, fly the arms back, open up through the chest. Inhale, raise upper body up, coming through little back bend. And exhale, cartwheel, hands down, twisted lunge. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, untwist, come through plank. Work through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Last round. Inhale, right leg reaches. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, square through the hips, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, hover the chest, extend through the arms. Exhale, fly the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms up, squaring through the hips, little back bend. And exhale, cartwheel hands, twisted lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, untwist, plank pose, chaturanga. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Last round, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, raise up, chest hovers, arms extend. Exhale, flying lunge, send the arms back. Inhale, high crescent lunge, hips squared, chest lifts. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to your twisted lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down through plank, chaturanga. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Awesome work. From downward dog, slowly with control, bend the knees, lower them down. Come through that bear pose, lengthen through the spine. Take the knees all the way down. Your choice of regular or wide knee child pose. Send the hips back, lower down. This intentional grounding of our energy. Focus on the breath. Use the breath to slow the heart rate. Check in with the body. Notice how it feels. Just a few more rounds of breath, and then I'll teach you the second flow. Whew, I'm out of sweaty. Sigh out of the mouth is a nice release of heat. Also a nice way for the body to release and relax. A few more rounds in this grounding child's pose. Or maybe taking a drink of water. All righty, here we go. Flow number 2. So from our child's pose, we're once again coming up through our tabletop, propping the toes. We're gonna come through bear pose. So find that solid connection to the hands, lengthen through the spine, engage in the core, start to hover the knees. Root back through the heels, lengthen through the spine. This is just a way to find engagement and to tune into that length in the spine. And then as you lift the hips, maintaining that length as you take it into your downward dog. Awesome work. Establish your down dog, take a few rounds of breath, maybe pedal through the feet, shake the head, yes or no. All right, flow number 2. Here we go. So when you're ready, inhale, reach that right leg forward, up and back. Feel into that length and extension. Awesome work. One more inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee towards nose. Now this round, instead of doing that tick-tock, we're still gonna have the heel flexed, or heel kicking in towards the glute, shin parallel, and we're gonna draw the knee up and back down. Up and down. Now notice I'm not lifting through my hips. I'm using my hip flexor and my core to draw the knee and heel up and release it down. Find your breath, and you can lower that left knee down if that feels better for you. One more round. Nice work. Inhale, re-extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, find scorpion, or flip your dog, coming into wild thing. Planting that right foot down, left leg extends, right arm reaches up. Beautiful work. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, untwist, come back. Do your three-legged dog. And exhale, step the foot between the hands. Pivot the back heel, and then inhale, cartwheel up to warrior two. Fantastic work. Take a moment to settle into your warrior two. We've got that front knee bent, external rotation. We're active in that back leg. Spine is extended, nice and solid, arms lengthen. Beautiful work. Take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, reverse your warrior. That right arm reaches up, lengthening through that front side body. Fantastic. On your next inhale, come back up through warrior two. We'll take it into a side angle. The right elbow can come to the right knee or reach for the ground or block. Left arm can reach overhead or bicep by the ear. Feel into this full length stretch. Beautiful work. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna inhale to come back up through warrior two. We're gonna come through center. The front foot pivots to be parallel to the back foot. Both arms reach up. On the exhale, bend into that back knee, that left knee. Hands come down. We're either in a side lunge or lower the hips all the way down into a skandasana. All right, now from here, just for this round, we're gonna play with that transition from this lunge to warrior two. So from here, you'll raise back up through center, pivot back or front toes forward, and come into warrior two. And reverse, come back through center, pivot the front foot, bend in that knee, come into your lunge or skandasana. So play with that a few rounds. Just coming through warrior two, center, side lunge, back through center, and warrior two. So just explore this movement just for this round. We won't be doing this little transition. Well, we'll do it once when we pick up the pace. Just getting used to that opening in the hips, that stretching, and the strength required. Awesome work. So we're gonna meet in our side lunge. Awesome. We're gonna release the hands down, shift the hips through center, bend the knees, so we're in kind of a goddess forward fold. So we're getting the stretch in the legs, but also that opening in the hips. Maybe a little side to side, feeling a little more into that opening in the hips. Fantastic. When you're ready, lengthen through the legs, half lift, lengthen through the spine. Fingertips come forward, toes turn forward, and then we plant the hands, draw the foot, and we're back in our lunge. Work through that chaturanga. So belly to cobra, push up to chaturanga, upward dog, to downward dog. Awesome work. And we'll take that on the other side as you feel ready. So inhale, extend that left leg up. Pause here, find length, find engagement, find the breath. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee towards nose, shift forward through plank. Actively kick the heel towards the glute. Shin is parallel, and then we lift. And lower that leg, the knee. So remember, we're not lifting through the hips. We've got that hip flexor engaged, low core engaged. Whew, feeling those shoulders. Fantastic work. Inhale, re-extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, find scorpion or flip your dog, wild thing. Planting that left foot, extending through the right. Arm reaches overhead. Nice work. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, untwist. Three-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Plant the back foot. Raise up, warrior two. I'm gonna flip around. Find your warrior two. Nice work, find your breath. Feel into this opening in the hips, the activation in the legs. Sometimes in power class, we think it has to be fast-paced, go, go, go. While that does create a powerful flow, there can also be strength and power found in holding poses. Awesome work. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up. Right hand drapes down. Get that full opening here, front knee bent. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, find your side angle. Left elbow, left knee, or hand reaches towards the ground or blocks. Right arm reaches up towards the sky, or bicep by the ear. Fantastic work. Oh, wipe the sweat out of your eye. Okay, inhale, come back up through warrior two. We're gonna straighten through that front leg. Front toes come parallel to the back, arms reach up. Exhale, bend into that back knee, that right knee as you come down into either a side lunge or all the way down into Skandasana. And then we'll come back up through center and warrior two. So just kind of play with this transition. However you'd like. You could slow it down. You could hold the poses. Just building a little strength, some movement, that flexibility, all the good things. Nice work. All right, last round, and this time we'll meet up in our low lunge. That nice side lunge, planting the hands, walking the hands towards center. Knees bend, or kind of in this low forward fold goddess. Maybe shimmying side to side, lifting the booty up and down, just kind of feeling into that. Oh, I keep on sweating in my eyeball. All right, then we'll walk the hands forward. Come through a low lunge, draw the foot back through plank, and choose your own adventure to downward dog, however you'd like to get there. Chaturanga, upward dog, belly to cobra. Meet in our downward dog. Take a few grounding rounds of breath, and then we'll move through that flow twice at a faster pace, removing some of the elements. Awesome work. We are definitely working hard for the money today. Okay, from downward dog, here we go. Inhale, right leg raises up. Exhale, knee towards nose, nice and engaged. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, bend the knee, scorpion, or flip the dog. Inhale, exhale, unflip, re-extend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, cartwheel, warrior two. Nice exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side lunge, or side angle. Inhale, come back up, warrior two, and then come all the way back to your Skandasana, or that low lunge. Nice work. From here, we're just gonna come forward through our low lunge, bring that foot back, work through your chaturanga. Meeting in a downward dog. Awesome work, switch it out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, bend the knee, scorpion, or flip the dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, unflip. Inhale, re-extend through that leg. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, cartwheel up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Here's our flow. Inhale, side angle. Exhale here. Awesome work. I just forgot where we were going. Oh yeah, inhale. Sorry, cartwheel up through warrior two. Come through center, Skandasana, or side lunge. Awesome work. Release the hands. Walk the hands forward, turning the toes forward, coming through a low lunge. and work your way to your downward dog. Awesome work. Okay, I think I'll get the flow this time. Last round. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, scorpion or flip the dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, on flip. Inhale, re-extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, raise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, reverse warrior. Here we go. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come up through center, back or front foot pivots. And exhale, bending that back into skandasana. Release the hands, come through center, walk forward, toes point forward, come back through plank. Work through your chaturanga. Belly to cobra, upward dog to downward dog. Awesome work. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion or flip the dog. Deep inhale here. Exhale, flip. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, foot between the hands. Inhale, cartwheel up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back up through center, front foot pivots. Hands come together, lower down skandasana. Release the hands, walk the hands forward, toes turn forward through a plank. Work your way through your chaturanga, meeting in a downward dog. Fantastic work. From downward dog, once again, nice and slow, lower the knees. Come through bear pose, lengthen through the spine, engage in the core, and then release the knees. Mindful resting in child's pose. Sorry, that one got a little convoluted, but I'm human. If child's pose, if you can stay in child's pose, you can come up into hero's pose, whatever feels good for your intentional cool down, allowing the heart rate to slow, allow your breath to steady, allow yourselves to wipe the excessive sweat. Hopefully you're working, you're feeling it as much as I am. All right. Oh, we got plenty of time. All right, we're gonna combine those flows and add in some balancing poses. Why not? Let's get adventurous. Whew. All right. Here we go. When you're ready, coming back through your tabletop. Prop the toes, lengthen the spine, draw belly in, engage in the core. Hover through the hips, through the knees, root back through the hips, root back through the heels, and then slowly make your way into your downward dog. Take a few rounds of breath here. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, I may have just wiped my makeup all over my face, but that is quite all right. Okay, downward dog. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath in. Sigh out of the mouth. Inhale, extend right leg up. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, re-extend. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, scorpion, or flip your dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, re-extend through the leg. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Find your base. Inhale, raise the chest up, extend through the arms, hovering. Exhale, send the arms back, fly through the arms, open through the chest. Inhale, raise up towards a high lunge. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to your twisted lunge. Now listen, inhale, we're gonna come back up through our high lunge. Exhale, we're gonna start to come forward through a warrior three. So maybe you just start to kick the leg up and back down. Maybe you start to take flight. The hands can reach overhead, out in goalposts, hands to the hips, hands to the knee or to the shin, however, or even to the ground to blocks. So finding our warrior three, finding this balancing pose. Hips are squared. We're bending in that front knee. The back toes are active, flexed or pointed. Awesome work. Yes, the chest is hovering, but this could be warrior three too. The toes hovering, arms extending, you're still working on balance. So you can be anywhere between here and the full expression or whatever your full expression is. Okay, warrior three. Ready? I'm gonna switch over so I'm not facing back. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're gonna step that foot down. Open up, warrior two. Nice work. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Ooh, that feels good. Nice work. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Yes. All right. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Toes come through center. Reach arms up. Exhale, side lunge to the back or skandasana. We're just gonna do that transition once. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, center. Exhale, skandasana. Release the hands down. We'll walk again the hands forward, coming through our low lunge. Now here, this round, toe heel that right foot out, plant the hands, bring the weight into that front foot so that we can kick and step that back foot up. We're coming into malasana, low yogi squat. Opening up through the hips, elbows on the knees, they could press open. However, if you're hypermobile and you don't feel too much activation in the hips here, use the elbows to squeeze the knees in to activate through those hips, start to build up some stability and some just support for your hypermobile hips, if that is your case. So, in we are in malasana, and feel free to play if it is in your practice with an arm balance here. So if you've never done this before, I wouldn't suggest today being the day because I'm not going to break it down workshop style. There's lots of other videos out there if you do want to learn that. So if you've done crow or crane before, then definitely play with that. So for crow, we plant the hands, spread them nice and wide. Knees are on the outsides of the elbows, kind of up on the forearms or the triceps, and they press in. So we've got that drawing in and then shifting forward of the head, lifting in the hips, core is engaged, and then maybe one foot at a time raises, maybe both feet raise. You can also play with crane, which is very similar, but the knees this time are kind of propped up almost into the armpits, up on the triceps as you lean forward. So feel free to play a few rounds here. We'll do this arm balance on the other side as well, but then the 2 times that we flow through it, we'll skip the arm balance. And from our arm balance, from our playful crow, or if you're just in malasana, we're going to exit into a plank pose. So if it's in your practice from crow, you could kick back, floating, and I tried it yesterday, it's not gonna work out for me today. So we're working in plank, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. So after you're playing in your arm balance, we'll meet in downward dog. And I'm gonna flip around so when we do the other side, my back is not facing you. All right, switching it out, here we go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, re-extend, 3-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion or flip the dog. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, flip the dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, find your base. Inhale, hover the chest, extend through the arms. Exhale, fly the arms back, open up through the chest. Inhale, raise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down, twisted lunge. Right hand finds the ground, left arm reaches up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, send it into your warrior three. However you want to play with it on this side. So again, you could come to kind of a pyramid pose and just kind of play with launching off, maybe building up that strength and balance. So maybe you just lift a couple inches off the ground and hover, then come back down, or you can come into your full expression. Arms doing whatever they'd like, back toes nice and active. Awesome work. When you're ready, nice and slow, trusting that the ground will be there from our warrior three, we're slowly gonna step it back. Open up, warrior two. Nice work. Establish your base. Find warrior two. We'll find a flow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come through center, back or front toes pivot. Arms reach up. Exhale, side lunge or skandasana. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, front toes turn out, warrior two. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, side lunge to the back. Release the hands. Walk the hands forward. Turn forward to a low lunge. Toe heel the left foot out. And then step that back foot in. Planting a foot, lowering down into our malasana, our low yogi squat. Awesome work. Play here. If you'd like to play again with crane or crow. And you know where we're gonna end up, so take time here. Let's see if mine will work today. Stay with it and just know that if you fall out, that's okay. When you're ready, let's see if I can shoot back to a plank. To chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog whenever you'd like. All right, we're gonna pick up the pace, dropping a few of the balancing poses. We'll keep warrior three in there just because that's fun. All right, so here we go. Flow through it twice on each side. So from downward dog. Inhale, extend the right leg up. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, scorpion or flip the dog. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, on flip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, hover the chest, extend the arms. Exhale, fly the arms back, chest opens. Inhale, raise up, high crescent lunge, gentle back bend. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to your twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the foot back, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen here. And exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back up through center, feet parallel. Hands come together, exhale, side lunge or skandasana. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, come back through center, skandasana. Awesome work, plant the hands. Walk the hands forward, pivot toes forward. Or skip the arm balance. Draw the foot back through plank. Exhale, belly to cobra. Or a chaturanga to upward dog. Meeting in downward dog. Awesome work. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, flip the dog or scorpion. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, hover the chest, extend through the arms. Exhale, fly the arms back, open up through the chest. Inhale, reach up, high crescent lunge, gentle back bend. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, twisted lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, raise back up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, fly it forward, warrior three. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the foot back, cartwheel hands, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back up through center, feet are parallel, hands come together. Exhale, low lunge or skandasana to the back. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, front toes turn forward, warrior two. Inhale through center, feet are parallel. Exhale, back to your skandasana. Release the hands, hands walk forward. Plant the hands, draw back through plank. Choose your own adventure to downward dog. Awesome work. Last round. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, scorpion or flip the dog, wild thing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, unflip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, extend through the arms, hover through the chest. Exhale, release the arms back, open through the chest, shoulders, blades pinch together. Inhale, raise up, high crescent lunge, gentle back bend. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, twisted lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, fly it into warrior three. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the back foot down, cartwheel the hands, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back up through center, front foot pivots. Hands come together, exhale, back lunge or skandasana. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, center, feet are parallel. Exhale, skandasana. Lower the hands, come through center. Hands come to the front, toes turn forward, draw back through plank. Work your way through your vinyasa. However you'd like to get to downward dog. You got this. Last one. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, scorpion, or wild thing. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, unflip. Inhale, lengthen, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, hover the chest, extend the arms, extend through the spine. Exhale, release the hands back, lengthen through the head, open through the chest. Inhale, raise up, high crescent lunge, squaring through the hips. Exhale, cartwheel hands down, twisted lunge, right hand finds the ground. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, raise back up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, fly it forward, warrior three. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant that foot, cartwheel hands, open, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, the side angle. Inhale, come up through center, front foot pivots, hands meet, bend and back knee, low lunge or skandasana. Inhale, back up through center, front toes pivot forward, warrior two. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, side lunge or skandasana. Release the hands, walk them forward. Draw the foot back through plank. Last one, exhale, lower down, chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Whew. Pause, breathe, and if it would feel good, just kind of start to shake it out. Just bounce through the heels. This has been my new favorite addition to my yoga practice, is just shaking it out. Good for the nervous system. Good for releasing stagnant energy. Awesome work. When you're ready, nice and slow, bending the knees, lowering them down, starting to come through our bear pose, lengthening through the spine. Lower the knees. Take a child's pose. Your choice if knees are in line with the hips, or you take them out wide as you send the hips back. Your choice what you want to do with the arms. They could extend overhead, palms facing down. You could flip the palms up, releasing the shoulders. One of my favorite ways to do this is with a wide leg child's pose, legs extended. I sometimes like to bring my arms in between my legs, kind of turn onto either cheek or bring the third eye to the ground. And I don't know why this is just so comforting for me. But you can also reach back for the feet on the outsides of the legs. Just taking a few very intentional deep rounds of breath. We've worked up the heat, that fire in the body, and we're cooling it down very intentionally with the breath, trying to balance out the hot and cold, the masculine and feminine, the light, the dark, trying to balance out those energies. Breathe into the backside of the body, opening up through the backside of the lungs. Fantastic work. And then as you feel ready, we'll just come back up through our tabletop. Walk the hands forward, come down to the forearms as you lower the belly. We'll just come into a gentle Sphinx pose. Elbows could be underneath the shoulders. If that's a little too intense, especially if you have low back issues, you could walk the hands forward so that the elbows are a little more forward, but we want the forearms on the ground. Palms spread. And then we want to kind of pull back on the arms so that we can bring the chest forward. We're pointing the toes, we're pressing into the feet so that there's some activity in the legs. And just stay in tune. We're getting a nice stretch for the front side of the core, a nice gentle back bend. Notice what the shoulders are doing. Notice what the head is doing. If the shoulders are up by the ears and the head is slouching down, try to draw the shoulders down, lengthen up through the crown of the head, lengthen through the throat. Awesome work. Just one more round of breath here. And on the exhale, we'll take the elbows out to the side, lower the head down. You could rest the hands on the knuckles or on the ground. And then just to release here, maybe a little shimmy through the hips. You could also bend the knees and take some windshield wipers side to side. Feeling the ground, feeling your breath. All right, when you're ready, just re-extend through those legs, plant the hands. With intention, we're gonna roll up through a cobra and then send the hips back to a child's pose, just a little counter stretch here. For however long you would like it. And then we'll come into a seat. Awesome work. Finding about the center of the mat with your sits bones. Let's just plant the feet a little wider than hip distance, knees bent, grabbing onto the knees. And let's just take a few rounds of seated cat-cow. Inhaling to lengthen and opening through the chest, through the throat. Ooh. And exhale, rounding out, tucking the chin in. Sending the back of the heart out. Take a few rounds here. Awesome work. When you're ready, come back up to seat, release the hands back behind you, and then just take the knees side to side, little windshield wipers. And if you take this nice and slow, sometimes you can find that right spot, and give yourself a little booty massage. All right, coming back towards neutral, lengthen up through the crown of the head. We're gonna lie it back, but we wanna keep the spine straight for as long as possible. So let's actually extend out through the legs. You can keep a little bend in the knees if you'd like. The hands can come back behind you to lower down or reach out in front of you for a little more challenge. Lengthen up through the spine, draw the belly in. This is the last little bit of core challenge. But kind of like a zombie going back down into the grave, nice and slow, lean it back, keep the spine straight for as long as you can. And then when you have to, start to round out in the low back, one vertebrae at a time, embrace the shake. It's okay if you fall back. Mid back hits the ground, nice and slow. Eventually the shoulder blades, tops of the shoulders, head lands very last, and then send the arms overhead. Stretch out through the legs. Ooh, nice big good morning stretch. Rolling out through the wrists and ankles, wiggling through the fingers, spreading out through the toes. And then being mindful of the low back, we'll start to draw the knees in towards the chest. Maybe just plant the feet first. Little scoop through the tailbone and then draw the knees in. Hugging them in, you can circle the legs around. Again, a little low back massage. I'm all about the self massages. Fantastic work. With the hands on the knees, flex the toes back. Use the hands to gently guide the knees open into a reclined froggy pose. Ooh, yeah, feeling that. Stay in frog pose or take it into a child's pose, drawing the knees in towards the armpits, feet up towards the sky. Knees are still bent, feet are still flexed. Hands could come behind the knees, anywhere up the legs or on the outsides of the feet. And then when you feel ready, releasing the feet. And then just take some freestyle movements just to wrap up our practice. Anything that body's craving, anything that will, be a nice addition to your practice. Anything to help round out your practice before we start to settle into our shavasana or our final relaxation. So take as much time as you would like in this final exploration, tuning into the body, listening to what it needs, and listening to both sides, both the energies, so that we can bring balance. And then as you feel ready, take your time. We'll just start to set up our shavasana, or our final relaxation. Traditional shavasana, corpse pose, lying on the back, palms turned up, toes turned out. But tune in. If this doesn't feel awesome, use props or get into a different position. You could lie on the side, you could lie on your belly, you could come to a seated meditation. It's really up to you how you want to do your final pose. So take as much time as you need to round out your practice and to settle in. For those at home, maybe putting on some nice ambient music, maybe giving yourself a little extra time. And Shavasana, I think, is one of the most important poses. Some would argue the most important pose. And it can also be one of the most challenging for the same reasons. So it's important because it helps us to just slow down and to take stock and to really see and feel and experience our yoga practice. This is time for the amazing work that we've just done to start to integrate into the body and into the mind. We're just giving the yoga space and time to work its magic. And it can be one of the more challenging poses because we get into a restful position. And it asks us to surrender, but not so much that we fall asleep. And just as a general rule, I feel like humans are not very good at surrendering. We like to feel in control, even if it's a false sense of control. We move through our life, we move through our practice with intention, with strength, with motivation, with a goal. And then in life and on the mat, we need time to let those intentions, to let that energy that we put out there go to work. So in life and on the mat, when we let go, when we surrender, when we allow all of our good intention, space, and time to go to work, that is where real shifts happen. That is where real healing happens. That is where you tap into your own power of manifestation. So allow yourself to settle in. Allow yourself to surrender. Release the body, release the breath, release the mind. And just take this time to just be. If you do have more time to dedicate to your Shavasana, please do. Give yourself at least 5 more minutes, if not upwards of 20 minutes. And as you begin to feel ready, just gently start to bring some movement back into the body. And if you're not already there, eventually making your way onto one side of the body, pausing for a moment in a nurturing pose. And wherever you find yourself, just pause for a moment and offer yourself some gratitude
for taking the time to step on your mat, to trust yourself, to trust me, to trust yoga, and to give yourself the gift of this self-care. And as you feel ready, just gently starting to press your way back up towards a comfortable seat. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, keeping your awareness internally. And I'll invite you to bring the hands to heart center or take any other meaningful gesture with the hands. Thank you so much for allowing me into your homes, for allowing me to share this gift of yoga with you. I hope that it is a beautiful addition to your day, and I hope that it continues into a fantastic rest of your day. So thank you again for joining me. I see you, I honor you, and I bow to you. Namaste.